everybody doing today? Monday evening. Hi, my name's Rick Krejci. I'm gonna paint a landscape here after I put my guitar down. I had to get up early this morning for work, so I've been up since 2 a.m. 2 a.m. this morning. It's still fairly early here in Seattle. It's 5:30 in the evening, but this is probably the earliest I've done one at night. So I'm hoping to get some new people on here today and get some new subscribers. Let me set the camera up here. Make sure everything's in focus. That's good. I'll just leave it like that so I get something laid out. I was thinking about doing something today where the center is like the focal point, like maybe a horizon here with some sky, and then the whole painting is just kind of filled in, uh, and leave a center part, uh, or like do a small round portion of the sky that's open and have clouds all around it, and then have maybe a mountain peak going up into the open area. I think I like that idea better. Let's do that. Let's do something crazy today. I always say, don't do your mountain peaks too pointy. But today I'm gonna run one up into the sky here. Let's kind of make it like curve a little up there, like yeah. We'll put a couple points up there. We'll put like a point coming over here as well. Let's just make like a jagged mountain up here. I'm sketching it out with, this is burnt umber. We just kind of make some jagged mountains here. They don't have to be perfect because I want it to look, I don't want it to look perfect. I want it to look kind of sloppy. Yeah. I don't know if that's going to be tall enough. So as I want this to come down more here. Maybe these will be in the distance, these here. And bring this down. We'll have like a main mountain peak right here in the middle. Maybe these will be in the distance, some of these hills back there. Let me just do that for now. We'll see how the mountains come out. The reason I'm sketching, I'll sketch kind of like a simple design in here, and then I'll get started. Today I want to do maybe like, we'll do a hill coming down like this on this side, a hill coming from here on this side, and I'm thinking about a canyon in here. Let me see if I can make some kind of canyon. do like canyon walls here. Wow, I kind of like that already. It's like a canyon wall here, canyon wall here. Wow, we'll drop this all the way down. Maybe it's kind of like the Grand Canyon. We'll make this a cliff face here. Doesn't that look cool already? There we go. There's the sketch. That's all you really need. Because I can run some trees like here when I get to it. You don't have to put your trees in the sketch. Because you can put your trees anywhere you want, okay? This is about how much I sketch out when I'm improvising. And that's about all you need to get started. But man, that came out, that's a pretty good sketch there. So down here, I'll probably, once I get going, I could put it in, I guess. We'll like run a river down in this canyon, you know. I'll bring a river down, way down low in that canyon, okay? This is going to look pretty good. Let's get started. I'm going to use Prussian blue in the sky today. Nothing with the E word tonight. I'm not sure what the E word is. I'm going to use Prussian blue, maybe some purple up there. What is the E word, Ruben? I can't remember. Let me get going here. I'm gonna mix. I gotta mix some of my Prussian blue. I haven't mixed it yet because I mean it's really dark. Prussian blue. Can't find my Prussian blue. Oh, there it is. All right. I didn't realize a lot of my paint I left on here for about an hour kind of dried up a little bit, so I have to put some new paint down here. All right, let's start with the sky. Prussian blue. If it's too dark, I'll have to lighten it up. Oh, running water. Yeah, it's pretty dark. So I'm going to grab some white and just lighten it up just a little. You might throw some gray up there. Yeah, is that the word? Excellent? Daniel. I saw your video you made. I gotta learn how to do that. Where, because if you're using my videos, you could make some. It's almost like you could take someone short and create on top of it. Is that the idea? It's pretty cool. Ah, oh, I see. Is that the E word? Yeah, I won't mention that. I'm not even into that thing. I knew it was today, so that's why I had it in my last video, but because I called it that day. Not gonna mention it. You got it. Yeah, that actually happened to me today. You know when they put stuff on your home feed, and YouTube is like putting some crazy stuff on my feed. I'm like, so you know how to get rid of it, right? There's three dots on the video. You can hit it and tell them this is I don't want this on my feed anymore. You can if there's stuff coming up on your feed you don't like, you can have YouTube will quit sending that kind of stuff to you. If that helps out any. Look at this. This I just came up with this just a second ago. This cool canyon. I think it's going to come out pretty good. That's what I like about landscapes. There's always they're always different. To me, I never make two the same. You know, I mean these mountains even look different than what I usually do. I got like it just looks different. I think what I'm going to do today, I'm going to put it in right now. I want these to be yellow ochre and yellow. Both sides. Maybe one side brighter, this side darker. I'll have the light coming on the right. And we'll put this side in the shadow and this side will be brighter. So I'm going to grab some burnt umber and yellow ochre. No, not burnt umber. Yellow and yellow ochre. Oh, my paint got hardened up. Wow. This might take a while. So I'm using, this is Artist Loft Yellow Ochre, which they don't sell this anymore. This is number 3. This was one of the top of their line paint. And then I'm using Liquitex Cad Free Yellow Series 3. This is like $30 for this thing because it's CAD free. So I try and use it sparingly. But it doesn't matter. I could use Liquitex Basics yellow, and it would still come out decent looking. Here's what I'm going to do, because I want yellow ochre and yellow here, light and darker here. So I'm just going to take some yellow ochre here and mix some yellow in it. It'll be cool. It'll look cool. And then I'm going to block this in here. And then I'll darken it up a little and then do the other side. So I'm just taking a clean brush. It's a little wet. And I'm going to block in this side right here. It's almost like a mustard color. I don't know. I'm not going to be able to get rid of that blue line. And over here, I'm just going to add a little burnt umber to it. Get some more burnt umber down here. We'll add just a little burnt umber now to this yellow ochre for this side. So it's a little darker. Look at that. Wow. I'm going to take some burnt umber and create some hills in here real quick. Both sides. Just run some dark color in there. I'm painting real loose today, real fast. I'm going to do the mountains with, maybe I should use a brown on those mountains, dark brown. I'm going to mix a little black and burnt umber. For the mountains, a little white. Like a grayish brown color. That's weird. It was supposed to be, I used burnt umber and black. It's almost more grayish, gray color, but. There we go. That looks kind of cool. That looks really cool. Oh yeah, I mean, I gotta hit the like button too. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah. You got to close out the chat box to hit the like button. I think I wanted this mountain a little taller, but I don't think I can go much taller than that. All right. So down here, I'm not sure if I'm going to like all this yellow. I might turn some of this to grass in here. We'll see. So back here, I'm just going to use like a light blue. Like a bluish, light blue from the sky for the valley in here. And just see what it ends up looking like. Then I'm going to run the blue down. The blue down the canyon here. Just block it in. I'm trying to paint a little loose today, just so you could see that it'll still come out looking good. Painting really like fast and loose. This part, you really don't have to worry about this part right here. You're just getting your first layer put down, which is the colors. Okay? And then you can tighten all this stuff up later, like by putting trees up here. So you don't need to make these edges really tight right now. These, I like that brown look. I like that brown look. So I'm going to mix some black in my burnt umber for this side. This side will be in the shadow, and I'll leave this side lighter. Mix a little white in it so it put nice cliff face here. This side I'll keep it dark. Burnt umber with a little black in it. Alright, there we go. I think I'm going to extend the water over here a little. I don't like how big this is here. Let's see if it's possible. There we go. That'll work. I didn't want that so big, this drop off. Look at that. What do you think of that? I've never done one like that before. I kind of like the way this is looking here. Let me get my trusty fan brush and do some work in here. I want to create like some shelves in here. Make it look like it's going up. Yeah, that'll work. All right. It's looking pretty good. Does it look like a canyon to you? Ba-da-ba. I'm trying to paint loose. Sometimes when you paint like this, uh, stuff happens, okay? So I'm just kind of throwing paint down right now. And hopefully something cool happens here. What I see, I could put a waterfall back here. Let's do that real quick. Wish I had a smaller fan brush. So waterfall, you just use a fan brush and kind of, let's do it right about here. You just kind of drop down. Like do it from one side and then the other side. Just like that. Wow. Look at that. Got a waterfall in here now. Make a little mist here. It's starting to take shape, guys. It's starting to take shape. I really like this. Yeah, well, I lived in New Mexico for a while, and I lived in Las Vegas for over 20 years, and we had some mountains there. We didn't have this much water, though. Up in Utah, they did. I went to Utah a lot and did a lot of fishing in Panguitch Lake. Panguitch Lake was cool. I mean, you go up in these mountains, you're like 10,000 feet up above elevation, and there's a lake up there, and you got rivers, and it's pretty awesome. I was catching rainbow trout. Man, they were pretty long, and they were fat, like in a stream. Fishing is kind of like painting, you know. When you go out and fish, even if you don't catch a fish, it's relaxing, you know. It's just like painting. And the other thing that reminds me of painting is skiing. Have you ever went skiing? It kind of relaxes your mind as well. I'm going to put a lot of snow on these mountains because there's a lot of water running down here. So there's going to be a lot of snow melt. I'm trying to make them tall too. So I'm pulling the snow more down and then pulling it to the right. Here's where if you're deciding to, like, if you want to paint, I see there's like 3 little humps back here that could be distant peaks. If you wanted to, you could put snow on a couple of the peaks there like this and create an extra peak in there. You see that? How I did that instead of just making one. It's up to you. This one I'll just follow the ridge, so because this one will be further back. Look at that. I love doing the mountains. Mountains are awesome. Try and make like some kind of tie those in a little bit there. Man. it took me a while. It took a while to get the mountains down. Uh, it really did. It took, oh man. I wish I could show you some of my older paintings, how I did the mountains. You'd probably laugh, like, go, wow. Uh, but you could see how this looks. If you don't want it, the one I did earlier, I didn't even put anything on the shadow side because it looks pretty good right like that, doesn't it? You can almost put any color over here you want on the other side. Let me get that other painting down for you. So this one, see how I just put the snow up there? I didn't do any shadows, but it still looks okay. Depends on how much work you want to put into your mountains. But I'm going to put some blue up there so it matches the sky. Light blue. So living in Seattle, the mountains take on different colors during the day. So a lot of times it looks just like that. But then there's during the day, you can get color on one side here, like this. Don't forget to put this color down here too, okay? This is where a lot of beginners forget about. They'll only do this top part. You got to put some of this color in here to like create the bottom of the mountain, okay? So it's running down, okay? Like this one. Like this one is coming from way up here. I'm going to bring that blue all the way down. I'm not going to use much color up there. I kind of put too much here. Try and fix it. Right down here, see? Wherever you have white, you put a little bit of this blue next to it, see? It creates like a cliff or a ledge. Wow. Yeah, see, I'm glad I put that blue up there now. It just adds more to the painting. And some of them you don't have to do. I'm not going to do those because I want them to look farther back. And then you don't even have to fill it all in either. Let some of that color underneath show through. But man, look at that. I'm going to probably put some more stuff down here, but we got to get rid of this hard edge here. So take a wet brush and kind of dry it off a little, and just take your brush at the bottom of that blue and kind of pull it down a little, and then take your brush just across it. It's going to soften up the mountain at the bottom. There we go. All right, look at that. Who's in the house? JNUSMC. Oh yeah, yeah, nope. There's with this, no, with acrylic paint, you got to use pressure, okay? Let me get the knife back out. It's not like oil. It's let me get some white on here. So you want to press down. I'm going to put a few streaks in here. So you can press down on it. See? Yeah, you can I'd say a little bit of pressure, but not much. Just enough to get it off, to get it to come off the blade. It's really simple, believe it or not. It's easier than oil paint. It really is. Let me check the blue here. So, yeah, it's just a very little pressure on it. I think if you do it a couple times, you'll get the hang of it. I did have a little hard time with the knife, with the acrylic paint. When I first started, I didn't like it, but now I love it, man. Because you can't get this look with a brush. There's no way. I'm trying to see if I got one around here that I did with a brush. But you cannot get this look with a brush. There's no way. It's impossible. The colors will blend. They'll blend in and get really soft. But it still looks good. It's just I like the knife look on the mountains. You could if you could see here, I put this on with a knife, but if I put this on with a brush, you won't get that look. Let's see. I'm gonna do some. Let's do some clouds now. I've been getting pretty good with my clouds. I keep doing the same style. Trying to think if I could do something different. There's another style I used to do where I would bring the white in from each side and then just like blend it down. Let's do something different today. I'm gonna take a number 8 filbert brush, and I'm gonna line some clouds around the edge of the mountain. Just titanium white. Take some titanium white right next to the mountain here. And bring it down to your mountain and then pull up just a little like this. And then take your brush, I should be using a larger brush, and then blend the top part of that white down a little bit. It's going to make it look like there's clouds behind the mountain, maybe rolling over the top. I'm not using any water at this point in the ball game. It's all straight paint. As the painting goes on, you don't need water anymore. When I first put most of this paint on, the first layer, I used some water on my brush. But now I'm just using pretty much straight paint. Okay, you want it to get thicker as the painting goes along. I'm just trying to get the mountain to stand out a little more, so I put just some titanium white around it. Look at that. Man. I like high definition, man. I know somebody out there would say, well, it's, you know, you could blend these mountains down and try and make them look farther away, but I just like the high definition look, you know. Let me get my big brush. I want to show you another trick you can do if you want to make it look like mist down here. You just get a big brush. This is a number 12. And we're going to put a little white on the brush and just wet your brush a little bit with water, and then lightly go over this part down here with your brush. It'll kind of help it look like mist down there. But this will dry and you might not see it. It'll soak down in there, so we'll give it a few minutes. Let's do some trees now, and then I'll do some clouds up there in a little bit. I'm gonna mix. I haven't mixed anything yet, but I got my sap green here. I'm thinking about. I usually put black in it, but I got Prussian blue down here. Let me try and put a little dark blue in it and see if that darkens it up a little. Doesn't really darken it up enough, so I'm going to put a little black in it. You don't need much, just a little black. I use that for my trees, and that's good enough for now. I'm going to line these back edges with some trees now. I'm going to try and lighten it up. Uh, Take a little bit of that dark, you don't need much, just a little bit of that green, and we're going to put a little white in it. Just a little titanium white. Let's see if that's, we'll put some distant trees on this back hill here. There we go. A little greener than I wanted, but I think it'll be all right. Put some really small ones back here. Just so they look further back. Do do do. Yeah, those are really green. What's making that noise? Oh, my soap. I might have to gray those up a bit. This is going to be one of those far away paintings. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use that dark green I made, and I'm going to line some bushes in here, really small. On the top of these hills. And down here. There we go. Now you just got to put as many trees in here as you want. I'll have to make the sky look really cool because I'm not going to have like a big tree in here. Although you could run a foreground right here and then pop a tree in if you want. I can show you how to do that. Because if you've been watching me paint before, I've run into this problem a lot where everything looks like really far away and I can't make a big tree. And I would like to have a big evergreen tree go up into the sky here. But I'd have to put like a cliff face right here. This is turning out pretty good. I don't really like the color of these trees in the back. Let me see something here. I think if I just add a little dark to them, they'll be all right. Yeah, I like that better. There we go. All right, cool. Let me take a little break here. Yeah, I'm live again. You're up already in India, right? Well, earlier it was midnight where you're at. Yeah, I like that darker green too. Cool. So now you guys are starting your day over there. 6 a.m. Yeah, I like. Is this the green you're talking about, Ruben? Yeah, I like that dark green too. I was trying to make these gray, but it didn't mix out right. So, all my brushes are getting pretty bad, but I'm gonna have to make a run to Dick Blick's. Get some new brushes. They used to sell these at Michael's, but they don't sell them anymore. It's the, I can't believe they got rid of these. This is a number 2 oil brush, but it works perfect for trees and bushes. But this brush has seen the last, it's on its last leg, man. It's like it won't even make a easy straight tree anymore. Did it do? I put some no. See if I can darken these up a little more. Yeah, it looks a little better. Now you see what I mean about, like, I can't put a big tree up here unless I put a foreground down here. And I could run a big tree maybe right up here. I like that canyon wall right there. Let's do some clouds. I'm running out of ideas down here. What kind of paint do you guys use when you paint, Ruben? Are you leaving, Ruben? All right. Right on. All right. We'll see you, Ruben. All right, let's do some clouds. Yeah, it looks like a bird's eye view. Yeah. Let's do. Make a few small ones down here first. Wow, I like that. I like those. Very cool. I want to do one coming from here up. All right, I kind of like this. Man, that's a cool looking sky. There you go. A little closer shot there. Let me darken up these here, and I think I'll add more trees in here later. I'm gonna put a few birds up there, and that'll be it for this one. I definitely want more trees in here. I want these to look more like full in here. These two, I want like not so separated, you know. Wow. All right, cool. I like that. Put a few birds up there. Clyde, how you doing? I didn't realize all these people were in here. Let's put a few birds up here. I had a problem with my liner brush the other day. It was in the water and it bent. So Daniel told me to run it under hot water, and it straightened back up. So it's back to normal. I like to put birds up in the sky. I don't know why. It just makes the sky look complete, I think, when you put some birds up here. I'll put one down here. He's flying this way. I really like this color. This is yellow ochre and yellow, and then I put burnt umber in it to get this golden color. This side was supposed to be lighter. This was supposed to be in the light and this in the shadow, but I'll have to work on that. I'll probably have to brighten this side up a little. I think that's about going to do it, people. Yeah, if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do so. I pretty much do a live every day. And I do some abstract painting every once in a while. I have a lot of tutorial videos on my channel. When I paint on the live stream, I just paint. But I do have instructional videos, so I got a lot to do yet. Yeah, I got to run some shadows, on the walls here. Finish my water. Finish the waterfall. I want to run. Oh, here, I'll run the water down for you real quick. This is really fun to do. I'll bring some water from way over here. You just use a little knife like this. We'll run some water from way back here. Then we'll bring it this way. And then we'll bring it back down here. And then we'll tie it in to the river here. Doesn't that look cool? Now it looks like the rivers, we can even go higher on the river. Make it look like it's coming from way up there. Very subtle. Wow. All right, guys, this one's done. This one is done. Man, I'm really happy with this. I'll probably do more trees here, more trees back here, some trees back here, and fix my water up a little more. I just want to brighten up this water and make the edge a little nicer here. Fix my water. Wow. Let me give you a front shot on this. There you go. It's about 90% done. I really like it. I like everything. I like the clouds, the mountains. I like the water coming down here, and I think I just need more trees in here. More trees here going up, and then it'll be fine. And I'll fix the I'll make these walls on the cliffs look a little better. And that's about it. There you go. Thanks for stopping in, everybody. I appreciate you coming in and watching. It's really relaxing. You guys have a good night, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.